So part 2 of my expectations videos. This was a harder lesson for me to learn. If you have expectations, you will be disappointed. And it kind of just came to me, honestly, last week. I had a lousy week as far as my health. And I started thinking about my dad's wise words: if you have expectations, you'll be disappointed. And I came to this. It was a bit of a stretch for even myself, but there's a lot of truth in it for me. I'm sorry, I clearly live by an airport, and the planes are all taking off this morning. So here's what I came to. As a society, and I'm being very general with this statement because not everybody is going to marry someone of the opposite sex and live the American dream. Some people love differently, and God bless you, because you should love who you love. But for me, my expectation was I'd meet someone, I'd fall in love, we'd get married, we'd have 2.5 kids, the white picket fence. I wanted the Jane and Warden Cleaver life. I wanted to be a housewife. I wanted a husband that loved me, that I could dote on, and kids that were happy. I wanted the whole thing. And so that was my expectation. And then I would move through life with this man that I love, and we would watch our kids have kids, and we would be there for our grandchildren, and then we would live, holding hands on our patio at the end of our lives when all the work was done. So that was my expectation. And with that expectation, I am very disappointed. But this is what came to me. What if the expectation is wrong? What if I was never supposed to find that man, have the white picket fence, grow old, have the grandkids? What if my plan is exactly this? This is my plan. This is God's plan for me. God's plan was for me to have 2 failed marriages because I learned so much from them. God's plan was my big boys would pull away from me during kind of the hardest time of my life, because that was God's plan for them. So the only way that I could really find peace in my life right now, knowing how it ends, and it's not going to end the way that I expected, was to just accept that without all those expectations, this whole journey becomes easier. And I think that's true for all of us. When I look at my little boys, and they expect that they're going to go to college and they're going to get this career that they dream of, and they're going to have huge success, but maybe that's not their plan. And so that's the only thing really that's gotten me through, especially this late stage melanoma phase for me, is to accept God's plan and to not have expectations, because when I do, I'm always disappointed.